Hello, everybody. Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous Beta, here in Vonarburg Cooperative in the Weird System, in my brand new kinda sorta chief. What a mess getting to here, but we got to here. So, long story short, there was some kind of bug in the engineered modules. And so when I went down to the Dweller to do engineering, one of the bugs from a pre-grandfathered or from a grandfathered module that I hadn't put, brought up to the new spec somehow crashed me out, and I couldn't get back in no matter what I did. If I tried to enter into the beta, if I went into solo, if I went into private, if I went into open, if I went into the arena, boom, crash back to desktop. Well, Frontier fixed that, which was great. Hooray! I get back to the station, and I start to go into the outfitting screen, and boom, crash back to desktop. Well, I can get back into the beta, so that's good. Try again. Boom! Back to desktop. Okay, so maybe it's just the modules I've got in the Chieftain. Let's try this Fertile Ants. Back to desktop. Okay, maybe it's just the engineered modules in that size. Buy a brand new Sidewinder. Boom! Back to desktop. Finally I threw up my hands and I cleared the save. So, I started back at, well, quote-unquote back at 100 million credits with a new character on this, on the beta. Gotten some very basic engineering in, but we've got some engineering, at least enough to test things out here. Oh, saying hello to everybody here. Hair Trigger, Mad, Ryan, Hardcore. Thank you, by the way, for the host, Hardcore. Also, a shout-out to Novaloop. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the crew. It's been a busy morning. Hardcore, don't drink and fly, folks. I ended up buying and engineering a dolphin for Star Tours last night. Gives me an idea, but that I should probably go with one of my other ideas first. Back on main. Don't have such an attractive desktop and your computer won't be so keen to go back to it. Mad, you might have something there. You might be onto something. Look into that. Oh, let's see here. What else? Monday. Yes, Monday. Rainy, dark. I've got a hat. Wait, a hat? No, I've got a cat. I've got a Hank, who is a cat. I've got a Yuki, who is a cat. I've got an Alex, who has the day off right now because in the beta, voice attack has been going a little crazy. Hardcore, I was flying a Diamondback Explorer for Star Tours. It's nice being able to jump 47 light years. Isn't it just? It is a joy to see those light years just rumble behind you. So, we've got some work to do here. Let's see what we can do, actually. I need distorted shield cycle recordings. Do I have any of those? Hardcore, 7 League Boots. Have you ever read the Discworld novels? Written by the late, great Terry Pratchett. They talked about the problem with 7 League Boots, which was, well, you took a step and one foot was now 21 miles in front of the other. That led to trouble. Leandros, looking through the giant engineering thread on the Frontier Forum, saw your comment. Massive kudos. You summed up my thoughts perfectly. Engineer-O-Matic made me laugh. Yeah, I think they just went too far. I mean, if they had the material traders and the existing system, I think the engineers would be perfect. Or, I don't know. I like a little bit of the randomizer, but I realize some people don't. Hardcore and Mad, yes, love Discworld. Trouble, they invented fast travel. No, they did not. No, Orion, the problem was your one foot was 21 miles ahead of the other, and there was no dimension jumping. It led to some serious, shall we say, groin sprains. Let's see here. I don't need the tech broker. I need the materials trader. Chemical processors, heat exchangers. This is not what I need. So I went hunting around a little bit. I loaded up a ship with collector limpets and a mining laser, and all I did was go out into the rings and start blasting away, picking up materials that way. It wasn't a perfect way of picking up materials, but to be honest, it beat driving around everywhere. That, and if there were any explosions in the rings, then I could pick up the materials there, so it worked. Now, I just have to remember not to ask for the galaxy map from Alex, because she ain't here. Okay, I need material trader encoded. The Uranan system, there we go. Asaban City, and away we go. Hardcore, what's people's favorite mining ships? Personally, I like the Python. Then again, I like the Python for just about everything.
Ship restraints retracted. Clear for egress.
Hair Traeger says the Vulture. That is good for making money in the rings, it's just kind of secondary to the mining. That sound. That wonderful sound when you hit the boosters on this thing. It sounds like the sun sneezing. And yeah, hardcore, put the mining lasers on the Class 2 hardpoints, and that leaves 3 Class 3 hardpoints to take care of anybody snooping around. Air Trigger, that's true, it depends on what you're mining. You're kind of a secondary miner, really. Loot pinatas. Hardcore, I need phosphorus, can't be arsed to learn how to drive the SRVs. Do enough mining in the rings and you should pick up phosphorus there. Let's see here, do I have any? Inventory, materials, cadmium. Yeah, phosphorus. I actually picked it up just blasting away at rocks in the rings. I tried driving the SRV exactly once and decided it's for other people. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to. Mad, I gave up mining. Been blasted to quarks twice now. Never got more than a few tons of good stuff. Leandra, the Anaconda makes a good mining ship with 6 mining lasers and a veritable swarm of flying monkeys to collect it all for you. True. Also along those lines, the Federal Corvette, if you want to make the most overqualified mining ship ever. Athador, 07 to you too, sir. Hope you're enjoying your day. You know, I can't see Hank or Yuki, and that's making me wonder what they're getting up to. I was just talking to somebody about this the other day, actually, with mining. There's a certain balance that needs to be hit, because if you've got a massive number of cargo bays, then you're out there forever. Well, that's no good. My stick just reset. There we go. Okay, keep an eye out for that. So yeah, if you've got a massive amount of cargo bays and not enough limpets, then you're out there forever, and it's it's just inefficient use of time. If you've got too many limpets and not enough cargo bay, then you get out there, you fill up, and you head back, and that's it. Jonesing. No, I'm afraid not. I haven't been able to test it. I haven't been able to get enough materials yet. I had to clear the save to handle the crashing issue with engineered modules. I applied Frontier's fix, and that got me out of Black Hide, and then a secondary crash bug happened, so yeah. Let's see, your hardcore played and open. Haven't really done that much. Sitting in dock at Glidden last night. Folks kept jamming up the mail slot with their Asp Explorers and eating hot laser. It's a thing sometimes. Okay, let's move that over there. Alright, now if my keyboard crashes, I can restart that real quick. See, I'm running Thrustmaster's target scripting software, and I'm getting some kind of power surge through some kind of power surge or intermittent connection through my USB port. And so every once in a while my throttle and stick reset, which means I lose control of the ship until I can restart the script. That is also one of those interesting things. So, we're here at the contact, and what do we need? We need the material trader, and we need distorted shield cycle. Let's see. There we go, we got one of those right there. Other materials? Nope. So, with distorted shield cycle... No, we want cancel. So we want... So here's how the trader works. You click on what you want to... hair trigger, swap ports. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that if it persists. Right now, it's very intermittent. Take care, hair trigger. Work beckons. Well, I know how that goes. Take care, and hope to see you again soon. So here's how the material traders work. You click on the one you want first. In this case, I need distorted shield cycle recordings. And then you look around for any materials you want to try to convert. And in this case, that's this unexpected emission data. So there... So I have 6 of these now. Confirm the trade. Now I've got 6 distorted shield cycle recordings and 6 unexpected emission data. So you can turn these into... you can turn these into anything, so it looks really well. Let's see here, Leandra, looking at your commander name, did you use your other account? If not, have you thought about doing that? Would that be better off than a clean save? You know, I was thinking about it, and it probably would have been better, but... Well, no, I take it back. I thought about it, and I realized I didn't have the money for that. Either way, I would have had to reset because I didn't have enough for a chieftain. So, this way, I reset, and I used the other account name, or variation thereof, and I got 100 million credits for the beta in order to actually throw together a chieftain. Not optimal, but When life gives you lemons. Burn his house down with the batteries. Gear up. Right, no Alex.
Sequence complete. Regulate your speed inside the docking bay.
Hardcore. I had a chance to fly the Chieftain a couple days ago. Flies like a dream. Doesn't it, though? I mean, it is rapidly becoming my new favorite. Leandra, Frontier's cheaping out. Didn't they give everyone $1 billion in the 2.3 beta? Yeah, and I think they also cut the prices down to 1/10 or 1/2 or something. Hardcore, and we finally have a Lakon cockpit that doesn't feel like a snow globe. It's still pretty fragile, though. I ran into that problem. Services... Okay, the Bolg system is where I need to go next. There's another materials trader there that I can convert some other stuff. Damn, that just sounds good. But yeah, Hardcore, I ran into trouble the other day when I was testing this out after I got everything rebuilt. And had a bit of a problem. To Leandra, I think I'm one of the 5% who doesn't really like the Chieftain. I find it drifts too much for my taste when you put a lot of armor on it. I've noticed that a little bit when you hit the boosters. I haven't noticed it for armor mass yet. I've got a lot of armor on it, but I guess not... Well, next time I'm in a fight, I'll have a look. But no, I ran into a problem. I was fighting an elite Conda, and got my canopy blown out. And I tell you what, this is when I really fell in love with the Chieftain. Canopy blown out, lost all my targeting information, and I'm running nothing but fixed weapons. I was running the dual plasmas and the triple rails. And I was still able to finish the Conda off. It's just that intuitive for me in that it was, I was able to, point right at it and put the shots right where I wanted, even when I didn't have any targeting computer. For my next trick, a 2-meter thermal exhaust port with a torpedo. Yeah, Hardcore, the center-mounted hardpoints are a beautiful thing. Or at least close enough to center. Yeah, in terms of the triple smalls. But no, I was able to just... there were a few misses, and a few, oh crap, what am I getting into moments, but at the same time, I mean, 1, beta, 2, pulled it off, 3, a little practice never killed anybody. Now here's a good place to pick up materials too, because these degraded emissions, I mean... You can always convert them into something else. But we're heading for Moxon's Mojo right now, so... Leandra, Type 10 is nice with the new Class 7 distributor. Yeah, and oh, that's right, they did buff that. I thought for a moment I read Type 9. Because the Type 9 got that extra Class 8 compartment now. Athador, friendly PSA from the Fuel Rats for you and your viewers. We have fuel, you don't. Any questions? We're also servicing clients in the beta when rats are available. Fly safe, Commanders. And that's at www.fuelrats.com. Hardcore, the game is so atmospheric. Canopy cracks up and suddenly you're playing 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah. Boy, wouldn't that be neat to see. If one of the megaships was actually based on the Alexei Leonov from 2010. Then again, if the ships were based on the Alexei Leonov, then you'd have ships basically based on, what? You know, the combat versions of that, you could have the, were they the Omega class? The Earth Force Destroyers in B5. No problem, Mathador, glad to help. That and, holy damn, I think I just gave my first commercial. I looked over and I saw you're doing the Space Pope's work, and then I crashed into the dock. Oh, this is what happens when you text and fly. Still getting used to this thing a little bit, too. I see what you mean, though. It didn't quite recover. I see what you mean, Leandra. It didn't 100% recover like I was hoping it would when I applied reverse or, you know, counter thrust there. Okay, I need, let's see here, mechanical equipment and specialized legacy fire. But I also need germanium. That's what I was coming here for. Mad. Odd the station didn't yell at you. Yeah, flight control only gets mad if you start running into other people. Germanium. Germanium. I want germanium. I will take it from the nickel. Actually, what happens if I take it from the manganese? Ah, still, okay. Still a transfer of 6. There we go, now I got 2 germanium. Let's head back to Weird now.
Ship released. Access corridor is clear.
One good thing about the beta, it shows what you need to farm. Farm in live to have lots of rare materials to downgrade. Yeah, yep. That's true, Leandra. I kind of like that view. see your hardcore. What's your jump range on that Chieftain? Not very high. This one is 15.09. Because I haven't engineered it at all. I've been working mostly on the thrusters. Thrusters, some of the armor. Wow, this thing does a good flip and turn.
Way ahead is clear. Have a safe flight, Commander.
Alright, now we just have to make flight control very minimal. You think they noticed I just threaded the needle on a station at hyperspeed? Great. Bathe the habitat ring in X-rays as you jump right through. Hey. Hey, buddy, they bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. Are you the... Oh, you're a new USS. What are you? Weapons fire detected. Oh. Threat level 1, but, you know. Also a minor thing, but at the same time a significant thing. The Chieftain is very, very easy to scoop materials with. It's minor, but at the same time, it's just... I mean, because you try to scoop with a Fer-de-Lance, and it's like... You're just bouncing stuff off it all the time. Ah, damn it. Okay, that's what just happened. I was lining up my shot, and my keyboard reset, and all my... Everything reset. Damn. Alright, well. Let's line that shot up again. And of course I missed the easiest shot in the world now. What was I saying about easy shots? Something, something... You know, it doesn't help that my controls keep locking up. That is a certainty. Okay, once more from the top with feeling. Finally. At least then the multi-cannon turret gets in on it. Rushing my shots, and that's just dumb. Well, you know what they say, malpractice makes malperfect.
Target destroyed.
So my controls just locked up twice in there. Wondering what's... I'm probably gonna have to go swapping USB ports, but... That runs the risk of hanging up my audio, too. Well, make the best of it. The Falcon never worked perfectly either. Let's just call it immersion. Let's call it enforced method acting. Threat 2. Hey, maybe it'll take me, you know, a little less time to actually take this one out. So I'm not sure whether to go with an AX multi-cannon turret for when I run into Thargoids, or if I should just go for a standard gimbaled multi-cannon, or what? Because I could overcharge that Class 2 and turn it into a thing of beauty, too. Hell, if I went with an overcharged Class 2 multi-cannon with gimbals down there, and corrosive, that would help deal with anything too fast to, you know, reliably hit with the fixed guns. Huh. That's an idea.
Scan detected. Temperature critical. Under attack. Target shields offline.
Or, you know, just get close enough that you face hug them with a plasma cannon and all your problems go away.
Temperature critical.
And just because I'm a sucker for a flashy finish there. And we just lost controls again. Corrosive makes everything better and more melty. You are not wrong.
Friction charge detected. Under attack.
He didn't like that.
Target destroyed.
See, that's what I was hoping for a little bit earlier. Just, you know, better snapshots. Hardcore. We will lure him here under the impression of safety, and then melt him with acid. I like the way you think. I like where your head's at. Yep, Strax. Truly the world's most... Boy, I don't know. Most... Who's a more dangerous potato, him or GLaDOS? My favorite Strax moment is, "Horse, you have failed me for the last time." And he just grabs some kind of energy cannon. Yes, boosting towards the station with dodgy controls. What's the worst that can happen?
Tango Niner. Observe docking reservation protocols. Submit a request before landing. Request approved. You are clear for approach to pad 15. Okay, slightly better. 9 grand in ammunition.
That's not the greatest. Krieger, what's the worst that could happen? Seriously? You could die! Alright. Time to, do some poking here. 1 second. There. Maybe. Alright, hopefully everybody can still hear me. Okay, let's try that. Just played with some of the ports. And hopefully we now have a reliable ship. Material trader. Okay. What did I need here? I needed... You know, it doesn't even matter what I needed here. Okay, good, Leandria. We can still hear me. Good. Glad to hear. Right. I needed to look up. Look up. Multi-cannon. Multi-pass. Modified consumer firmware and nickel. Well, I think I've got the nickel. Alright. Alright, got everything we need, I think. Let's go talk to a man about a thing.
Don't risk annihilation. Make way.
Ship detach complete. Access corridor is clear.
Oh boy. Okay, really? Why are... Well, that's less than good. Let's see. Yaw axis. Well, that's an interesting thing. Okay, I've got stick. I've got throttle. I've got pitch and roll and throttle, but where in the blinkety hell did my rudder go? Tracing cables. That's not it. That's it. All right. Leandra, had to look up the difference between caustic and corrosive, with one being alkali and the other being acid. Surely corrosive rounds would be super effective against Thargoids. Makes them salty. Literally. Alright, finally, I've got rudder control back. I know what I was going to do with that station.
Landing authorized. Cleared to
I was going to
land
switch
on
out the
pad
AX
4-1.
multi-cannon for a standard medium. Oh, glad I remembered to do that. Come on. Really? Come. Okay, controls, you can start working any time now. Thank you. That wasn't the controls failing, that was just weak thrusters.
Landing complete. Engines disengaged.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put one of these... Just one gimbal, just in case. Vertex, hey there, how you doing? Leandra, here's the thought. Swap the Class 2 for a railgun, and the middle Class 1 for a multi-cannon. Corrosive rounds, it doesn't matter whether it's big or small. The damage debuff is the same. True, except I don't like the way the, I don't like the, what I want to say, dispersion. I tried 3 Class 1s and the 1 Class 2 all as railguns, and it didn't quite work out for me. It was a good idea, though. I didn't like the dispersion on it. I like those 3 Class 1s just clustered together, and they just hit like a truck. Vertex, yeah, I managed to get into the beta. All it took was a reset. So, yeah, I'm actually not running my main.
Ship released. Clear for departure.
I mean, I know the dispersion probably isn't that big, all things considered, but... Man, it's just... I think I'm spoiled by those 3 just clustered together like that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's a good suggestion, and if you can make it work, go for it. It just didn't, personal preference there. Vertex, yeah, I'm just doing some minor engineering, while also looking up some interesting sites on the way over here. Nothing big. That, and I don't have the materials to do any big engineering, but... Well, guess we get to test. Just kind of playing with the Chieftain. Let's see how it does with everything balanced out. Mostly harmless federal gunship. Damn, they weren't kidding. This guy's toast. Poke. Well, that was embarrassingly easy. Now for you, Rigby, the novice. You're wanted.
Target shields offline. Frameshield charge detected.
Nope. Two fixed frags and 3 multis on your chieftain. Ah, yeah, that would be... So you basically got a double-barreled shotgun there. I like it.
Target shields offline.
I think I just killed his thrusters.
Temperature critical.
Yeah, I killed his thrusters.
Taking heat damage. Target destroyed.
Leandra, 60% done with re-engineering my Conda for the beta. It's considerably more powerful than it used to be. Not sure if that's a good thing. I know, right? It's a hard thing to describe, but I kind of liked that degree of randomness that, you know, not to the tone of, you know, need 1,000 rolls for something, but I did like that degree of uncertainty. Mad, got distracted by work. What weapon loadout do you have? I am running a Class 2 gimbaled multi-cannon, 3 Class 1 railguns, and 2 Class 3 plasma cannons. And when this thing goes live... Oh, hi there. Threat level 6. That means we got a bunch of them. Vertex, what are your thoughts on the new engineering system? Actually, you know what? I may just end up loading up my, my post on it, and I'll read what I wrote there. Yep. And these are the new ones. These are the Marauders.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Transport checking in. Status nominal. Mission is still go.
Frameshift anomaly detected.
There we go. We got friends.
Warning, shield breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage.
Should have stuck with the AX gun. Oh well. Hindsight and all that. You know, how was it that I was having so much trouble? Oh, there we go. There's my trouble.
Under attack. Warning, temperature critical.
Well, the anti-missile system's putting in work. Yeah, a lot at once could overwhelm a big ship, and there are a lot of them here. They're not nearly as bad as Thargons, and I can take them out with normal weaponry. Athador, how goes the chieftain testing? Well, you're looking at it right now.
Taking damage. Under attack.
Here, let me block these shots with my face. That seems to be the way to go, right?
Warning. Temperature critical.
The Federal ships seem to be doing all right, too. They seem to be holding their own against these guys. Do I have a collector to pick up the materials? No, I do not. I ran out... Well, I have collectors. I just ran... I didn't actually re-equip the limpets for some baffling reason. I'll go do that at the Dweller's base, assuming I ever get there.
Under attack.
Yeah, I imagine corrosive multi-cannons would do a number on these guys.
Warning. Caustic damage detected. Warning. Taking heat damage. Target destroyed.
Alright, hull is starting to melt, so I know how we take care of this problem.
Silent running. Warning. Taking heat damage. Caustic substance dissipated. Thermal signature restored. Power plant capacity exceeded. Warning. Hull breach attack. Taking internal damage. Under attack.
Oh, bitch, bitch, bitch. Okay, don't want to, but... You're the one I want to open up on. Went away for a bit and I was going to ask if you were going to fight some scouts. Well, Orion, question answered.
Taking damage.
Yes, yes, yes.
Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Bi-weave, definitely the way to go. I'm going to make these things thermal resistant and see if I can't, take some of the edge off, but...
Under attack. Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh, so close.
Warning. Taking heat damage.
You know, a charge-enhanced capacitor would be very nice in this thing. Oh yeah, these guys are fun to fight. I mean, I just wish the payout was a little bit higher. 10 grand per?
Target destroyed.
Vox, maybe you should swap that multi-cannon out with a turreted version so it can be working. Yeah, in that case, the funny thing is, I just swapped this thing out. I just replaced the turreted AX multi-cannon I had in there. Oh, hindsight, you fickle witch. You're the next one. Leandra. Easy to see why they set the Chieftain up as a hull tank against the Marauders. Guess the same is true for the Type 10, although I think that hinders both a bit on non-Thargoid gameplay. Yeah. I would agree, but... You know, if you configure for conventional weaponry versus Thargoid, works pretty well. And, I mean, yeah, sticking an AX multi-cannon turret in there, that works against normal people too, just at a reduced rate. Yeah, where's my AX railgun? Where's my AX plasma? Oh, shush. Excuse me, bit of a hiccup there. Alright, let's finish you with the multi. Ah, damn it. Well, not the worst thing in the world. Second verse. He slimed you. Yeah, pretty much, Vox. He slimed me, Ray. Oh, you little flying stop sign. Come here, you. Right, let's not run into that again. Why aren't there AX cannons? Huge shells filled with bug repellent. Just make the multi-cannon rounds bigger. I like the way you think. Have you seen bigger Thargoid ships in this sector? No, just these Marauders. Just these scout ships. Although, flying down to the Pleiades, I mean, it wouldn't be easy, but it'd be doable. Amazingly, all 3 NPCs are still alive too.
Destroyed.
And 1 Condor. Alright. Let's get some more engineering done. What's the damage report here? 80 on the shield booster. 72 on the cargo hatch. 66 on the point defense. Honestly, this isn't bad for as much as I was cooking myself. Vox, frankly, Marauders are pretty weak sauce. Yeah, they aren't... I mean... The cynical part of me says they are to give players that don't want to go down to the Pleiades a little extra spice in the diet. But at the same time, you load up enough of these Marauders, and... yeah, they don't do whole much individually, but stack enough of them together and that's a whole lot of diddly. Kind of like the Imperial Guard in 40k. Yeah, chainmail and a flashlight isn't, or what, t-shirt and a flashlight isn't much, but you get 30 guys with those laser rifles and suddenly it's looking a lot less laughable. Those Class 3s are perfect for plasma. Overcharging them with premium ammo synthesis could put out some serious hurt. Oh, absolutely. Though I do like that other suggestion of Class 3 double shot engineered frag cannons. Hello, you have just walked face first into a wood chipper. I wonder if he's lighter from all the holes or heavier from all the lead. But yeah, can you imagine what, Actually, if you went with Class 3 and Class 2 frag cannons, that would be doable. Because then you've got enough of a spread that it doesn't matter how, the divergence there on the guns. Huh. That's an interesting idea. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna keep the rail guns. Those are just too much fun. I've got these things equipped as sturdy at the moment, so they're a little bit more thermally reliable. And on my main build, I've already got 3 engineered Class 1 railguns, and they're running... 2 of them are running Super Penetrator, and 1 of them is running... Cascade... What was that, Cascade Failure, or whatever it's called. The one that kills shield cell banks. Doink. But no, the other 3 guns being frag? That's not a bad idea.
Ship secured. Greetings, Commander.
Leandra, excuse me. A second here. Leandra says, you seem to be doing well with the rails. That's food for thought since I rarely ever use them. I may have to start. I fired railguns maybe 6 times before last week. I went, oh, these look fun. Charge, charge, nope. Just couldn't. My flying was bad, my aim was bad, and I mean, it's not anything to write home about right now, but it seemed to be getting better. Okay, so what was I going to do? Was I going to do something with the engines? No, I was not going to do anything with the engines because... multi-cannon. Let's go with short-range blaster, because I've got the nickel. Oh, ain't bad. Okay, and then I wanted to play with the power distributor, I thought. I don't have the firmware for it, that's alright. That means we are moving on to the shield generator. Which we're throwing thermal resistant on, because I always do that with my shields. It's served me well so far. Come on. One more. Give me something to work with here. There we go. And I do have enough for 2 more rolls on this. That was a good roll. That wasn't bad either. Okay, now what can I outfit here for fun? Just pulse lasers, alright. Let's head back up to the big station and play with some ideas there. Gear up. Right. Alex is turned off for this. Vertex, sorry about that. Didn't see your question earlier. How do you remove caustic damage? You can use the caustic removal limpets, which I don't have. I forgot to reload limpets too. You can use the caustic repair limpets, or you can dock at a station and they'll wash it off, or you can overheat your ship and burn it off. See, railgun, frag cannon, double shot. I need carbon. Do I have carbon? I do. Well then, in that case, I've got 3 double shot frag cannons I can generate. Now, here's a question. Do we go with... Do we go with gimbals, or do we go with fixed? There's a, swings and roundabouts here. Then again... may as well go fixed. Terminus! Hello there! Hope you're enjoying your day. Pull up a seat. We're just doing some playing around with some crazy ideas here. Are the brakes any good? Yes, they're actually fairly decent on this thing. Let's see what we got here. Just out of crazy curiosity. Threat level 4 non-human. Okay, so this one's just going to be 2 or 3 of those things. Orion, just saying Chieftain seems to keep up close to the scout, so it's nice to have that up close and personal. Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. Alright, heat him up. This is transport. I'm getting random system failures. Nothing major, though. Going to run diagnostics. You, Homer, you are wanted. But, not worrying about that now because we got friends in the area.
Warning, shield breach attack. Under attack. Taking damage.
Oh, the short-range blaster on the multi-cannon seems to be doing a bit more to him. And triple rails are always a treat. Whoop! Had a bit of a hiccup there. You know what? We've seen what we can do with this. Let's go play with the big stuff. Orion, I will do that after I get docked. I'm gonna swap out for those frag cannons before I get too distracted on this. This seems like too much fun. Between the triple railguns and the triple frag cannons, and if I set those things up for double shot later on. Leandra. It'd be cool if one day they added actual radio chatter into encounters like this. Yo, you're not kidding. Orion, holy crap, do they even drop out or do they just appear? They appear. It's a smaller version of that frameshift anomaly. It's just that this time I didn't get the warning on it, but in a previous encounter I did get the warning frameshift anomaly detected, and suddenly we were swarming with marauders. Ryan, how do I report streamer for mad power craze? Oh, no. I haven't gone mad with power yet. Okay, we're gonna see if we can't use a gravity brake here. Nope, wasn't enough. Came in a little hot, and now we're just clearing the baffles. Please, Orion, if you reported every streamer for going mad with power, we'd be down to 2 Pokemon players. And one of them would be going mad from power because they found something rare.
Lakon X-Ray Tango 9er, you are now in Federation space. Be advised, docking access to this station is by permission only. Landing permission granted. Vector for approach to landing pad 2-3.
Copy 2-3. It's called a loop of something. Don't remember what. Listen, smartass. Now, I've called it Star Trekking before because it looks like the opening to, you know, the original Star Trek in The Next Generation, where the Enterprise keeps zooming past the camera at different angles.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
And I've called it a Crazy Ivan. I've called it many things. There we go. Hank, where you at, buddy?
Contact. Engines disengaged.
Hull repaired.
Okay, you guys go into storage. And yeah, we're just gonna go with these. Fixed forward. I think I sold that one accidentally. Let's see if we can't buy it back. Man, those things look ugly up close. There we go, that's better. I mean, they're ugly, but in a very A10 Warthog kind of ugly. Which is to say, the beauty is in its function, rather than in its form. Okay, anything else I need to play with here? I think so. Any paint jobs available? Doesn't look like. Redeem the bounties. See what there is for missions. Boom time delivery of beer. See, here we go. Now we're getting... Yeah. Yeah, let's take a couple of these. Hostile ships may be sent against you. Orion, shotguns are great all-rounder weapons, you know that? They have all sorts of ammo types, flechette, slug, AP. Just the universe's best problem solver. I think you mispronounced GAU-8A Avenger for universe's best problem solver, but otherwise I'll give you a pass. And now advanced maintenance because limpets.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And just to double check, do I actually have limpet controllers on this thing? Yes, I do. Alright, perfect. Actually, I've got 3 of them. Huh. Ryan, listen here, I don't even know what that is. Oh, sweet summer child. You're missing out on a thing of... a violent work of art. It is the gun that they strapped a plane to. Somebody built this weapon and said, this needs to fly. And so they attached a plane to the gun.
Landing complement is engaged. Clear for departure.
It is a 30mm 7-barreled autocannon. Well, technically, you know, Gatling gun, I suppose. Four rounds are considered lethal against a T-72 tank. It fires around 4,000 rounds per minute. Vertex, where do you buy the Xenoscanners? You can usually buy them, they are in the utility mounts. You could get those in, I think there's a few ground-based installations that have them. I think ground-based industrial and high-tech. Don't quote me on that, though. EDDB would probably have your best... Okay, where am I going here? Dahan 3 Metalworks. Where in the blinkety hells? Okay. Fear me, for I am the beer king of Dahan. Okay, I might be going a little mad with power. Or maybe I'm going a little mad with beer. Would that make me drunk with power? Most likely. But being able to complete missions and kind of dial in what you want for your rewards is really nice. And that takes a bit of the edge off of the material grind now. I mean, you do enough missions and you're getting stuff every time. Leandra, he's got beer and shotguns. Be afraid. Wow, that takes me back. My dad's idea of an AA meeting was alcohol and ammo. Thank Jeebus it wasn't an anti-aircraft gun. Yeah, Leandra, basically, we're just getting back to our roots here. Still getting those power failures, and I'm not sure I like that. Configure that. Xenoscanner there. Alright. This is going to be one of those deals where I'm going to have to rewire the whole setup after I'm off stream, I think. Yay! Well, I need to clean up the wiring anyway, so... 2 birds, 1 stone. Necessity's a mother of an inventor and all that. Curiosity. Any non-human here? Nope, just weapons fire. Threat level 4. Tempting. Too tempting. Maybe a little too tempting. Triple condas? I'm not equipped for that.
Scan detected.
I don't have the rebuy. I don't have the firepower. Leandra, very tempted now to try 9 frag cannons on a Type 10, just see what would happen. You've heard the term potential chaos? I think with 9 frag cannons, you'd have to upgrade that to kinetic chaos. Chaos in motion. Also, speaking of kinetic chaos and mayhem, for those that do a more tabletop gaming, or have a little bit more, tabletop experience, I found a really interesting game. Actually, a friend pointed it out to me, Commander Bourgeois Stalker, who I play Car Wars with whenever we can, whenever we get together, but found a new game come out called Gaslands. And it is basically... It's a miniatures-based car combat game with movement templates like the X-Wing miniatures game. Except you're encouraged to make your own miniatures out of Hot Wheels models. Looked really interesting, so I ordered up a set. Or, the rule books and templates. Looks fun. Just throwing that out there for those who do tabletop stuff. At some point in the next couple of weeks, our new gaming table will arrive. Gaming/dining room. Alright, the beer is here. Lots of reputation, a little bit of influence, 10,000 credits. A lot of credits, a little bit of reputation, a little bit of influence, and oh, my bad, this didn't actually have... Oh well. We'll take just the credits on that one. And this one, I'll take the atypical disrupted wake echoes. Now let's see what I've got for inventory data right now. I've got... Okay, none. So take this. Now 1 unit, does that mean just 1? Or does that mean... Yep, just the 1. Wasn't sure whether 1 unit, like when you scan and you actually get 3. Answers that. Vox, wouldn't mind putting together an Elite Dangerous RPG game. We could organize it via the Discord channel. True, that's not a bad idea. Okay, what do we got here? Massacre the Morgor Crimson Pirates. Pirates? Let's see here. Security firmware patch, 24 pirates. Oh, that's not bad at all. Mission is recommended for completion as part of a wing. Nice. Engage and destroy the pirate lord Nathan Green. Well, let's get back to Blackhide. Let's get back to Weird. That engine sound is lovely. Leandra, I've seen missions in the beta offering 5 modified embedded firmware. That's a very good thing. Yes, it is. Giving lots of rare materials will alleviate the grind. Yeah, that will help alleviate the grind. So between the materials trader and this new, the new mission rewards and the, dial in your mission reward, I kind of wish they'd stuck with the, kept the rest of the engineering system as is. But nobody asked me, and probably for the best. You know what? I forgot how close that planet was. Hello, Yuki. You here to laugh at me? Conflict zones, blah, blah, blah. I'll say this for the Chieftain. It is causing me to rethink a lot of, my classic weapons. Like, usually I am just all multi-cannons or beam lasers or, pretty vanilla, to be honest. I mean, engineered to hell and gone, but pretty vanilla. But now, I'm feeling more comfortable with railguns, plasma cannons. I'm going to be throwing in some, frag cannons here. We could have some fun with this. Yeah, Leandro. Well, like I said in my post, and as you brought up, that the new engineering system feels less like going to a mad scientist and, having him kind of tune things up and, kind of going, Eureka, or oh shit. And now it's more like a parts catalog.
You may proceed to landing pad 07.
I joke that Professor Palin was my favorite speed shop in the, in the galaxy. Well, now we actually have, all these engineers, and they are just glorified tuning shops. Where everything is very, very stock, very cookie cutter. Buy your level of boost.
Docking procedure completed. Ship secured.
But it's early in the beta. We will see what happens. Anything done can certainly be undone if there's enough hue and cry over it. Okay, double shot. Generate. That works. What do we need anyway for experimental here? Chemical storage units, precipitated alloys, and arsenic. In other words, stuff I don't have. Vox, kind of like taking your hot rod to a dyno shop. Not that I've done that myself, but I watch a lot of Motor Trend. I was watching... I watch a lot of that, too. I watch Engine Masters and Dirt Every Day, and big fan of Roadkill. Leandra, they could take the limit off the grade 5 mods, like 1 to 4 is standard, but 5 is licensed tinker. I like that. Yeah, 5 is the one where you get the random stuff that happens. The, you know, well, this could work, this probably won't. Let's see here. Looking for a specific picture here. And I found it. This was from Engine Master Special on how much nitrous can you cram into a junky old stock engine. Really, this picture just sums up the entirety of the show and why I love it so much. Okay, we've got triple double shot frag cannons, so that's gonna hopefully leave a mark. No, we do not have triple yet. Now we have triple. Sorry to hear that, Orion. Not sure what I can do with that. Yeah, Leandra, the grin says it all. But yeah, basically if you do a Google image search for Engine Masters how much nitrous, you get this mad scientist look. Alright. What else can we play with here? I don't think we can poke around with anything else right now. I tell a lie. Let's see if we can poke around with something else right now. Shield boosters. Okay. Can we do anything with... Got blast, heavy... Let's see here. I would like a resistant, please. Yes, there we go. Generate. Vox, I love that he found out a salad bowl with a hole cut in the bottom gave more horsepower than a carb with nothing on top. It is a strange but beautiful thing. Actually, come to think of it, I think I may have applied some of their methodology to some of my ship builds here, like... You know, who's going to stick a grade 5 dirty drive tune enhanced set of thrusters on a hauler? Well, turns out...
Ship released.
For my next trick, I think I'm going to try to go into the resource sites and see how many bounties I can get with a hauler that only has a mining laser. But first, we're going to play around with this and see what happens. Howdy, Hank. Oh, he's a good beast. Alright, and a new signal source right off the bat. Non-human. Threat 4. And, of course, my controls just cut out. Got them back, though. Oh, and they are already set.
Warning.
Wha-
Ship attack. Under attack. Taking damage.
I'm not going to be able to get a scan off these guys. They are too far away. The scanner is too short-ranged. Well, that took 5% off of him. Okay. You know, I could get used to this. Come here, you.
Under attack.
I mean, put corrosive on this thing and I'm probably going to be doing a lot more. But I like the general effect I'm getting off of it. Orion, I'm sad it's not doing more. Well, they aren't super modified, and these are still Thargoids.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
I've seen them one-shot a Python before. Well, these are Thargoids. You're gonna run into this. Kobo, hey, how's it going? Well, shooting up Thargoids with frag cannons and railguns. Why? Oh, why not?
Taking damage. Under attack.
I got 3 more shooting at me. Yeah, versus Thargoids, it's not the greatest in the world, but let's see what it does against other ships. You've turned the chieftain into a violent salt shaker. Yeah, I suppose I have. 'Cause I... 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 'C This is the equivalent of a Texan getting his shotgun and hunting rifle and going out hunting. Fair. Yes, it is. That's a low-intensity conflict zone. That's a planet. Let's avoid those things. The shields come back nice and fast. Okay, threat level 1 weapons fire detected. Not expecting too much out of this, but... yeah, this is going to be quicker, I think.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
That worked a bit better, I think. Get out of here with those scans. Kobo, well, that was baby seal clubbing. Orion, now that, but bigger. Yeah, I need to find a bigger, better ship to target with this thing with. We need a proper experiment. Or, you know, an improper experiment, as the case may be. Alright, what do we got here? Weapons fire detected, threat level 1. This is still not well. What do we got here? Combat aftermath. Right, so we're going for any kind of threat here. And we've got
Scan detected.
a connection error. Apparently the server didn't like me doing that. Well, new signal source. There we go. There's a Hazres around A6 if you feel like hunting normal ships. Oh, thanks. That might just be where I go after I see if this is worth anything. Convoy dispersal? Yeah, let's head for A6. Thanks. I haven't been around this system enough. System map. Right. Right. Once more from the top with feeling. You know, Hank, Niao isn't gonna like it when she gets home and you're hanking all over her seat. Terminus, just admit it. You saw that adder and you pulled the cable. Mom, pull the plug! It's true. Adders terrify me. Strange little... No worries, Leandra. A5. Yep, the big one with the rings. Gotcha. Yep, adders terrify me. Something about them. They're so maneuverable and they have that strange lopsided weapon arrangement. Just something unnatural about them. How are we doing on module health? Not too terribly worried. Canopy's at 86%, so... You know, typical Lakon performance. Adder is the toughest ship known to man. Possibly. Though I would say the most frustrating ship known to man is an NPC Asp Explorer with dual railguns. Somebody put a cheat code in on those things. 'Cause that is the only way for me to explain how they can just keep on shooting. And maneuver the way they can. And then fire off shield cell banks like there's no tomorrow. Ain't right. Well, I've got one set of three sets of railgun reloads, so that's kind of neat. Oh no, NPC Viper 3s are the most annoying ships in the game. With one minor modification, I would say actually you're right, but I would go with Viper 4s. NPC Viper 4s, because they're tanky, but at the same time somehow they've got Viper 3 maneuverability, and I have no idea how. They have auto rails, still, and infinite shield cell banks. Yeah, and they must have magic heatsink launchers too. Alright, let's go mining for money. Well, speak of the annoyance and they shall appear. Weird raiders. Maybe. Who am I to judge? Tested this. They confirmed they have infinite also... Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not heat in space, it's heat in the hull. Heat doesn't affect NPCs, that's why thermal shock on your weapons is useless against them. Well, to be fair, thermal shock on most weapons is just useless, period, after the nerf. Alright, roll it back around here. Who's our next contestant? Came up against an elite NPC Type 10 in that Hazras. Kind of cool. Well, that's annoying. Especially because I don't have the rebuy for this thing. Go away. Ain't that the way? You just get here and suddenly you gotta take off again. Set 2-1. Right. No, Alex. I don't get to do that. I wonder, can I lock onto the megaship and land? Can I request docking? Guess we're gonna find out. Vox, an elite T-10? I'd be worried about having enough ammo, even if I had beam lasers. Yes, I know atmospheric failure. I can tell because I have no atmosphere, and there's a great big hole in front of me. Please, tell me something I don't know.
Cabin pressure alert. Atmospheric failure.
Hello, great big ship. Can I request docking from you? In fact, I cannot, and this was a great big waste of time. I need to go somewhere else now.
Cabin pressure alert.
Pretty sure you can't dock at those megaships. Noted. Don't forget you can synth air out of iron and nickel. I can. Now here's a question for you. Do I have iron and nickel? I do. Excellent. Alright, I'm not dead.
Atmospheric failure.
When we get down to 1 minute, then I'll start getting worried.
Cabin pressure alert.
Shoot at him. They'll beam track you in for questioning. I don't have the rebuy. I've got 2.8 million credits. The rebuy is not 2.8 million credits.
Cabin pressure alert.
So yeah, for those who've never experienced a canopy blowout, you lose your HUD, and so you got to go in on instruments, which is that little compass to the upper left of your main sensor screen.
Warning. Oxygen low.
Thank you. Actually, oxygen at 50%. I'm not worried yet.
Cabin pressure alert.
All right, we're at 13 seconds. We're good. Orion, you make an oxygen tank out of the remaining air so you can have more air later. Look, buddy, we ain't playing Subnautica here. Okay, we're still at 6 seconds. We're good. Now I just have to find the station. There it is. That little dot there.
Cabin pressure alert.
In fact, let's roll it around here. Canopy blowout's one of the coolest things in the game. First time it happened to me, I actually freaked out a little bit. I think we all did. Yeah, it's a hell of a thing. I mean, it's one thing to have the timer going. And it's one thing to hear, hear your breathing in your helmet, but then you realize that you've lost all your navigational instruments, or, the most obvious ones.
Docking request before attempting to land at this federal station. Authorization cleared. Proceed to landing pad 30.
Copy tower and expediting. Please roll the crash trucks. And maybe an air compressor or two. Oh, that's not good. Guess whose controls just gave out? Alright, that's starting to get a little annoying. Yeah, saved, but...
Docking completed. Deploying ground crew.
Kobo, I don't see why you can't request emergency docking when your canopy is gone. That'd be nice. So for those joining in, I've been having some weird issues with my controls today. Something in my USB cables, they are just... My keyboard keeps flashing and I keep losing power, which means all my USB devices seem to be losing power, including my stick and throttle, which resets to, since I'm using the script, suddenly the computer loses contact with them and resets everything. Well, that's no bueno. They could remove the speed restriction. Like there's much enforcement of that anyway.
Hull repaired.
Actually, I'm going to go into the shipyard here because I do have another ship that I can, I do not have another ship that I can sell. Never mind. Thought I had one. Where are my modules at? Oh. Different station. Well, that's just silly. Terminus, could be the motherboard. Can you connect to the front panel? Not right now, and that's more of a question of placement of equipment than anything. I think I know what the problem is, and it's just me running a bunch of chained USB hubs together. Swap the collector limpet controller for repair limpets. See, there's that thinking again. There's that good thinking again. Yeah, just use the one. Low reinforcement there. Got a cargo bay. Got a cargo rack. Alright, what am I missing now? We're going to store this one. Huh. Did they get rid of the experimental weapons that used to be here? Or am I just in the wrong... I'm at Gareth Edwards Park. That would be my problem. I docked at the wrong station. Ah, I am smart. SMRT. Truly, truly a man of genius. Second thought, have you talked to Hank? Hank is doing his own thing right now. I guess Hank could try to get down in there and examine things, but... Material collection in the Chieftain is great, and you ain't really picking up what you kill, so repairs would be nice. Yeah, repairs, you know, I should do a whole lot of things that I'm not doing. 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Let's head back to Weird A5.
Docking coupler is disengaged. Regulate speed until clear of exclusion zone.
In your defense, you couldn't see the name of it for most of the time, so stick to that excuse. Damn, you just got all the good ideas today, making the captain look good. Teacher's pet. Well, sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays. So no, now that we actually have, you know, things like collector limpets and repair limpets, yes, let us go out and actually do some fixing of things. And if I get my canopy blown out, I'll just, you know, use the on-site repairs, because that would be the easy option. God knows I don't pick that often enough. But fortunately, Hank hasn't been chewing on any cables. Unfortunately, that's Yuki's job, apparently. She has always done that. One day, ammo limpets. Haha. Oh, keep dreaming. Excuse me, could I borrow a cup of Full Metal Jacket, please? I mean, it'd be great, but I don't see it happening anytime, you know, in the foreseeable ever. Sounds like limpet controllers will be a thing? Yeah. Yep. Sounds like dreaming is what I'm paid to do. Damn, you got a good job. All right. Apparently looking at a Limpet Bay module, so you shouldn't need all the different kinds of controllers. Oh, that would be a glorious day. That would be lovely. It seems like, yes. Could I have a computer that you could switch between modes on, please? Some kind of multi-mode Limpet? Let's hope it has ammo like the Half-Moo. See, for some reason I think of an ammo vending machine now.
Scan detected.
Alliance Enforcer, clean. Viper 3, if you're not the law. Oh, Alliance Enforcer. You there. Oh, if only I had my Cascade module.
Target shields offline.
Dang it. That's better.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Oh. Huh, he ain't dead.
Under attack. Target destroyed.
Now do me a favor and stay dead this time.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Yeah, he was 0.00001% health. Alright, a federal gunship by the name of Sin. Now, I'm no behaviorist. Oh, we're about to lose the limpets there.
Under attack. Collector limpet expired. Target shields offline.
Honestly, the biggest problem is going to be that little fighter he's got.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage.
Oop.
Damage critical.
Damn, I thought I am dead to rights on that pass. Oh, I got him here.
Target destroyed. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
I'm sorry, what?
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch. Cargo scoop deployed.
So I only loaded up with six limpets. Synthesis. Nickel. 10 nickel. I don't have 10 nickel. I got 2 nickel. You know, one of these days I'm actually going to give the appearance of being competent, and it's going to be a hell of a day. It's going to be a glorious day. But today is not that day.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Connect limpet expired.
Well, you're in the wrong spot.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Okay, seriously, I had that guy point blank. That's what I was looking for.
Taking damage. Canopy compromised. Target destroyed.
I was gonna say, if he managed to blow up my canopy with his last little shot...
Scan detected.
Next time you should fill your hold with gold. Next time I should fill my hold with limpets. Illicit cargo. I don't need that shit. Of course, the limpets are just gonna come right back and give to me again. Hair Trigger, I'm back. What did I miss? Ambitious but rubbish. Let's call it that. And yep, I'm hauling the cargo again. So you know what? Never mind. I'll just carry it and see if I can't get into the station. Moo being a competent pilot. Yeah, I missed that one too. You son of a... Alright. Add them to ignore. No, oh yeah, add, oh, right, the materials. I thought you meant the pecking order, or the, not the pecking order, the, peanut gallery. Morning, Sora. A little extra cash. Never hurt anybody. You know, I could add it to ignore, but then I'd be using new features. Who wants to do that in a beta? Crazy talk.
Scan detected.
Binky the Terrible. Well, this I just gotta see. Binky the Terrible is flying a Cobra Mark III.
Scan detected. Cargo scoop retracted. Collector limpet expired. Under attack. Target shields offline. Taking damage. Warning. Temperature critical.
Who's his buddy? Yep. One of those scary ships. Well, apparently terrible at avoiding my railguns, which is quite the thing to behold. Inhibited? Oh, yeah. Oh, it was the Federal assault ship that was doing most of that. Alright. Probably just dump it so you don't get attacked by bigger ships than you can handle. I can handle most ships. It's more a problem of, you know, my ship was slightly chipped. A little dinged. I can't get over the beautiful new Lakon HUD table. It just looks so good. Yes, it's wonderful for plotting an instrument approach once your canopy gets blown out, because Lakon doesn't seem to have figured out how to reinforce glass yet. Yeah, Hair Trigger, it's just a little chipped. Dinged. A scratch. That'll buff out. Little Bondo and primer. You know. Chipped. And Leandra, yes, I know common sense says I should just dump it out, but uncommon sense says, you know, you could make you could make some extra money if you sneak it into the station. System map. Right. Because no Alex. And hey, they got a black market here, so we're all good. Perfect. Insert glass tougher than the hull argument. Well, that's just silly. And again, we go back to how I would like, you know, some armored shutters to just snap down. Like, here you go. Now you're actually wearing a hood over your ship. A hood over the HUD, and now you really do have to fly in on instruments. Oh yeah, iMage was saying that, and I like that idea. Hair Trigger, need some of that transparent aluminum from Star Trek. Need some of that transparent steel from Star Wars. Leandra, I still don't get why in 3304 you can't put cameras on the outside of the ship and remove the canopy entirely. I know! Superimpose a virtual image on more hull plating. You see, there you go again with that thinking. But no, I totally agree, and I would love to see that. VR goggles. Why not? Yeah. I want transparent wood from Game of Thrones. Look, buddy, what you see is what you get.
Lakon, X-Ray, Tango, Niner. This is Federal Flight Control. Submit to random security scans on your approach.
Only if you
Commander,
catch
land
me.
on pad 2-6.
Copy 2-6. Yeah, I know that boost sound. Like I said earlier, it sounds like the sun sneezing. Still has a little bit... I'm not sure I like the lateral thrusters on this thing. The vertical thrusters are good. Vertical thrusters are almost too good. "12 people just saw that. Oh, probably more. But hey, I am flying a new ship here." Kobo. Probably an unpopular opinion. To me, it sounds like an airplane toilet flushing. I cast thee out! Kobo the heretic. Methanol monohydrate. Alright. Okay. Let's have more than 6. I mean, I know why I only had 6, because I filled up the rest of the,
Cargo hold at maximum
rest of the hold with beer a few missions back.
incoming message.
No. Alright, fine. Ah. Invitation from Todd McQuinn.
Release. Depart when ready, Commander.
Well, that was interesting. I turned off flight assist, and the station just kind of drifted up into the side there. Yeah, Kobo, I just gotta say, if this is what your toilet sounds like, you don't need a plumber. You need a priest.
All clear. Watch your 6, Commander.
Well, yeah, Sora, I know that. Out Cold 247, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the crew. Hope you enjoy your stay. And enjoy the well-meaning idiot behind the controls here. Yeah, I know that the station rotates to generate artificial gravity, but... never mind. It's just that... I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but when I turned off flight assist, the station drifted out of alignment. I've got... Well, then again, I don't know if... That's something else I'm going to have to check. I don't know if rotational correction works with flight assist off. That's going to be another thing to look at. But if it doesn't, then that means I was still running into some interesting drift there with rotational correction on. So that's my next test. Just, you know, random weirdness. Do I have enough money that I'm not going to die? Yay! Rotation correction is a separate... It's separate from flight assist. So, actually, that's not a given. So many things that I take for granted that, you know, I should really do some more experimentation and examination of. Yep, add some more stuff to the list for testing. So I'm not sure about the triple frag cannons. That list must be close to a light year long now. Listen, you. Well, I'm sure the frag cannons would be a whole lot better if I added some corrosive fun to them. Then I probably could cut a couple of ships in half. Okay, clean. A python named Torment. Now, again, I'm no behaviorist. But when I see a ship named Torment, this makes me think he's not here for mining ice. Alright, he's chaffing. Try putting the pipper on the ship before you pull the trigger. Rock there, buddy. Whoa. The hell is that?
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Cargo scope deployed.
The Battle Spite. Who are you? You're an expert. Well, this certainly encourages you to have more collector limpets on board combat ships. Especially the ring hunters. There. Full clip here.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Yep. Well, Barry decided that he found something worth hitting. Come here, Barry.
Under attack. Temperature critical.
Yeah, those limpets will help a lot with engineering materials. Oop. Bye, Barry.
Collector limpet expired. Target shields offline.
And suddenly half his hull went away.
Cargo scope deployed. Target destroyed.
Next stream should be about how to collect that stuff without getting into combat. Most of that just kind of comes down to do missions, really.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Orion, poor DBX. Look, he knew what he was getting into. You buys the ticket, you takes the chances. But yeah, this material collection is going to be really good, and then you go out to, you know, one of the material traders. It looks like the blueprints are staying true to what they are on Inara right now. In other words, you know, that if you use, let's see here, I'd imagine going in the conflict zone and just firing limpets off would work. No. You only get materials from a destroyed ship if you do damage to that ship. So you have to become a combatant. You can't just fly into a combat zone. You've never been able to do that. Oh, Leandra, a different place to test on that. Matt, anyway, Leandra, a separate place to test on that? Here in the rings. I mean, somebody was just saying, you'll pay for this, murderer. So, somebody just bought it. And, Matt, yes, I do have an external camera. Let me get set up here to these materials, and I will... There we go. So there's the triple array of railguns right there. And they are all clustered around that first class 3 hardpoint. But they've got such great convergence that there's very little variation there. Also, I love this cargo bay opening here. This makes scooping so much easier.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Oh yeah, no problem, Matt. Glad to show it off. Oh, now that is a lovely view. Sandra. My healer Conda is in the beta if you ever fancy playing around without fear of your shields being taken out. Might take you up on that. Wonder if you could break 400 with dirty drives easily. I'm running a grade 1 dirty drive. And I hit 389. You could probably break 450. I'm thinking performance similar to my to the Outrunner, my Python. Hello.
Scan detected.
7 healing beams.
Detected.
Laughing in the face of an elite Conda. Alright, let's see what you got, buddy.
Temperature critical. Under attack. Target shields offline.
Yeah, close range, those 3 frag cannons just about tore him in half.
Taking damage. Warning. Hull breach attack. Taking internal damage.
Gonna blow up at some point here. There you go.
Scan detected.
Arnie, what do you carry? You're in the Winger 3, aren't you? No, you're not. Well, all the more fun then. See, look at this railgun convergence. This is just beautiful. Oh. You know, once I can get the guns to converge.
Shields offline.
Oh, that was a bad position for you to be in. Cobra 3 coming at you nose on is, doesn't catch a whole lot of frag rounds, but the moment he turned...
Target shields offline. Module malfunction.
I'm sorry, what?
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Yeah, I mean, he just slipped between most of those pellets there. Well, didn't slip between that, though.
Target destroyed.
Now, if I remember right, the repair limpets do not fix modules. Wait, what? Huh. Okay, so how did my railgun malfunction if it's still at 100%? What did he hit me with? Orion, exactly. I got a notice that one of my railguns was malfunctioning, but he didn't... I've got no damage to my external to any of my modules, actually. Nani the hell. Nice. Yeah, he was deadly. Is it possible he was fitted with a, with an engineered weapon of some kind, or one of the power-specific weapons? One of the scramblers? That's, yeah, experimental effect. That's the most likely. That or a power module. An eagle, they called the bird. Ah, clean. Or beta, yeah. Yeah, Leandra, there's stuff like scramble spectrum on lasers, and there's also the, I forget which laser it is, but it belongs to one of the powers, and it causes malfunctions. Okay, Wing of Two, Competent Cobra, and this guy. Okay, takes care of him. Cyto Scrambler, that's the one, thank you. Wait, are you telling me that beam laser railguns were not working as intended? Are you saying that sometimes betas have unintended consequences? The devil, you say? Oop! Got your nose. Well, now we get to test out the new toys.
Programming limpet drone. Atmospheric failure. Cabin pressure alert. Cargo scoop deployed.
Oh, there it is, repairing right there.
Retracted. Cabin pressure alert.
Do repair limpets work while your shields are up? Let's find out. Looks like.
Cabin pressure alert. Programming limpet drone.
Okay, little limpet, it would be really, really nice for my, canopy to stop hemorrhaging atmosphere. Come on, little limpet. Can you target the canopy? Very good question.
Cabin pressure alert.
I've got a better question.
Programming limpet drone.
It's supposed to have already been repaired. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Beta things. Yeah, pretty much. Beta machine broke, haul ass, friend. Yep, we're gone. Droopy, no, the repair limpets are specifically designed to fix the canopy because the AFM doesn't fix canopies. Niao ran into a problem with the Distant Worlds expedition ages ago. Yes, Vox. The AFM can repair the canopy before it breaks. After it gets blown out, you're there, you know, your only chance are the repair limpets.
Cabin pressure alert.
You know, I would say it's kind of a breath of fresh air to be able to pilot without all the interruptions of, say, you know, the HUD and ship sounds, but really quite the opposite. Yeah, well, now my cockpit canopy says 0. Okay, here's an interesting thing then.
Cabin pressure alert. Atmospheric failure. Programming limpet drone. Cabin pressure alert.
Yuki, come here, little miss. He's crying.
Cabin pressure alert.
Terminus, take care. Take care and have a good night. Alright, now I'm seeing all the module damage I took before.
Cabin pressure alert. Programming limpet drone.
Repair limpets should have fixed it after the circle completed its first rotation, so it glitched out. Alright. Well, that's what life support synthesis is for.
Cabin pressure alert.
I mean, I've got enough air now, I may as well test to see what happens when the hull gets to 100%.
Programming limpet drone.
You know, just out of wild curiosity here. Limpets I got left. I got 2 left, so We'll test and see what happens when it gets to 100. I'm doubting it's going to work, but hey, why not? Never needed to before.
Cabin pressure alert.
Yeah, I figured as much. I've never actually tested it on the live.
Programming limpet drone.
And just in, excuse me, just in case, I've got another life support refill. But we may as well test.
Hull repaired.
Yep. Bugged. Alright, good to know.
Atmospheric failure.
Yes, I am aware of the atmospheric failure. You know how I'm aware of the atmospheric failure?
Cabin pressure alert.
Well, at least we got in a full day of testing today. Yeah, I'll be reporting this after I wrap up. Let's make sure I'm not... Okay.
Cabin pressure alert.
Hair trigger, yep. I am aware because it is staring me in the face. Yeah, Matt, I will file that bug report, but I'm gonna get docked here first, and then we'll go from there. Hello, Yuki.
Cabin pressure alert.
Plenty of time. Take care, Mad, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully. You know, assuming what you're, you know, assuming that you're going to be around.
Warning. Oxygen low. Atmospheric failure.
You seem to have a scratch on your windscreen there. Yeah. People keep telling me I got a crack there.
Tango Niner, this is Federal Flight Control. Submit to random security scans on your approach.
Funny thing is, I did not loop of shame there.
To landing pad 4-5.
Copy 4-5, roll the crash trucks. And thank you, Orion. Looks like I need Geico. Yeah, it looks... I need something.
Maintain current course, Commander.
That'll buff out. Okay, so I've got the rotational correction turned off right now. Now, let's see what happens when I turn it back on here. Yep. It's different. I mean, I should probably test that later when I don't have a busted up canopy, but... Did you know you could save up to 15% or more on your intergalactic spaceship insurance?
Docking complete.
Hot damn! Unfortunately, I've only got an interstellar spaceship. Intergalactic is the next patch. Knock on wood. Now, haven't answered one of my questions about the airlock and mail slot. Okay, what do you got? We're here quick. But no, rotational correction is separate from flight assist. It behaved very, very differently. Let's turn in the bounties while we're here.
Incoming message.
Not my greatest hit list, but you know. Reputation change, contract details.
Mind your speed and your surroundings. Avoid collisions at all.
I am mostly harmless. Hey! Ow. My voice does not like going up there. Oh, okay. You were wondering if there was air in the stations or if it was just for show. Yeah, there's a atmospheric shield there in front of the mail slot. So, a lot of questions answered, a few bugs found, and I've got some hardware management to do apparently because that control thing was getting downright dangerous near the end. And I like flying dangerous, but I don't like having my controls cut out. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow. Usual time, usual place. Not sure if we'll be in the beta. Might be going back into live, because rumor is there's a war going on in the Theditic system. Though I took a look over there, and war is a generous term for it. Oh, always good to talk to people. Always good to meet new people. And always happy to answer questions and kind of figure out, okay, what's this button do? In the meantime, fly safe. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, random control burnouts are not a good thing for you. Take care, everybody. The Didic is at 0. Errantry is at 80, I believe. Yeah. Take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Thursday, there will be no broadcast. I will see about doing Wednesday to make up for it. Not entirely sure on that one, but we'll do our best. Leandra, thank you for coming out. Fly safe. 07. Take care, everybody. Be back tomorrow.
Be aware of oncoming traffic in the access corridor. Observe minimum clearance distance.